There are some women who are so mesmerized by their man that they are completely ready and willing to submit to him at any given moment. Listen to my words, my brother. This video is not going to be politically correct. What makes a woman submissive is not something society will ever tell you. Why? Because modern media and feminists both have a very evil agenda. They want women to rise up and men to submit. And they say they want equality, but what they are really aiming for is dominance. However, I believe both women and men are beginning to wake up. I believe women are realizing how much they desire to submit to a man, and men are realizing how much they desire to lead a woman. But the sad reality is that most men these days aren't equipped to do so. So what I'm about to share with you today are 5 dark ways to make a woman more submissive to you. Number 1. Make her believe you have options. Now don't get me wrong. There's a right way of doing this, and then there's a wrong way of doing this. For example, I'm not suggesting to boast to your girl about how many women desire to be with you and indicating that you should receive brownie points for turning down your options. I'm also not suggesting to engage with other women to make your girl jealous. Most men will do this to threaten their girl to be on her best behavior. These are the traits of an absolute fool. My brother, I'm never suggesting for you to exercise your options. What I am suggesting is to be so devoted and invested in your own girl that she knows deep down that any woman would be lucky to have you as their man. Do you see the difference? The fool likes to boast and brag to his girl that he has options, while the king has options, but likes to boast and brag about how he adores his girl. Number 2. Have an open attitude. Don't be stingy, especially with your money. A wise man once said, tightness is anti-seductive, meaning the man who's always tight with his money won't attract much women. At the end of the day, it is very simple. Girls, they want to have fun. So let me ask you this question. When you think of a top 1% alpha male, do you think he's always worried about the price? Of course not. Now listen closely, my brother. I'm not saying to spend all your money on your girl. You must be smart. There's a balance. You don't want to be stupid, but you also don't want to be stingy. For example, take one day out of the week and show your girl a good time. Open up that wallet of yours and splurge a bit. Romance her with a nice night out. Encourage her to put on her best dress and take her to a decent restaurant, or perhaps take her to the movies. Get her favorite candy and a large drink. Don't be afraid to shower her with gifts and surprises from time to time. Get her favorite Starbucks drink. Take her to an amusement park. Take her to the fair. Take her to a concert or a sports event. Show her that she's worth the extra money spent. My brother, if you're stressed out about spending money, then that only means one thing. You need to make more money. Get a better job. Start a side hustle. Work overtime if you have to. Or, if you feel like you are not ready yet, you must hold off on dating altogether. Number 3. Make yourself attractive to other women. My brother, women love the man that all the other women love. This is how their natural biological brain tends to operate. So imagine this. Imagine if you were not attractive to other women. Imagine your girl seeing that no other women want or desire you. Now imagine this. Imagine if you were attractive to other women. Imagine other girls being so jealous of your girl because of all the love, affection, and admiration you shower upon her. How would that make your girl feel, knowing that you are so kingly that even other women desire you? How do you think that'd make your girl act towards you? Listen, my brother, when your girl knows that other women want you, she will begin to cling to you. She will become more submissive, and her desire for you will begin to rise. That's the byproduct of being a true king to your queen. Now think about if the roles were reversed. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a good-looking guy that couldn't keep his eyes off your girl? If you were being honest, you probably pulled your girl a little closer to you, didn't you? Maybe you even put your arm around her, indicating that she's yours. So imagine another girl checking you out. Imagine your girl witnessing another woman smiling at you and undressing you with her eyes. I can guarantee you that your girl will begin to draw closer to you as well. Number 4. Treat her like she's weaker than you. Modern-day feminists will proclaim and squeal that they are not weaker. But in reality, most women are weaker than men. The Bible says, women are the weaker vessel, and us men love this. Why? Because our innate desire as humans is to take care of and tender to those who need us. And if a woman wants to be equal, then us men won't feel like we're needed anymore. Think about this. What would happen if I treated my wife like she was my brother? I would lose that warm, gentle, king-like energy that she craves. But do not misunderstand my brother. I'm not suggesting we love weak women. I'm suggesting we love a woman who can admit that she needs our strength. Listen, a woman who is truly feminine wants to feel weaker, and she'll even pretend that she's weaker if she has to. And if you're dating a girl that feels threatened every time you make a reference about you being bigger, stronger, faster, that's a huge red flag. And the sad reality is most men these days are convincing themselves that it's no big deal to be with a woman like this. They lie to themselves and say, it's 2023 and gender roles are so outdated. If that sounds like you, one day you're going to look back at this video and remember that Builttobeast told you so. Listen, my brother, I'm not here to stop you. I'm here to warn you. Number 5. Romance. I've labeled this a dark trait because it's been hidden away in the shadows for way too long. Men in 2023 have become as romantic as a doorknob. It's hideous. Modern dating is completely crooked. You have the red pill community who will shame a woman for sleeping around, yet consider it a big whopping L if they don't get into her pants by the end of the first date. Modern culture, on the other hand, is primarily focused on sex as well. They'll encourage young people to gain experience points by sleeping around and having lots of lovers. Disgusting. So how do we navigate this complex world of dating? There's an easy solution, and it's been long forgotten. Approach dating like the days of old. Instead of trying to seduce her, romance her. Instead of trying to sleep with her on the first date, approach her father and ask for his permission to date. Too many men are focused on the art of seduction, when we need to get back to the art of romance. What are some great ways to romance a woman? Great question. Here are some quick ideas off the top of my head. Number 1. Take her out for lunch and ask her what her favorite snacks are. Once you've made a mental note, plan a picnic with her and make sure to get everything she mentioned. Number 2. Leave her a short sweet note lying around saying something along the lines of, "Can't stop thinking of you." Number 3. Send her a song that reminds you of her. And number 4. Plan a date night, but be mysterious about it. Tell her to wear something nice and that's it. My brother, listen to my words closely. Romance is what men did for thousands of years. So what makes you think all of a sudden it isn't going to work? A good man waited patiently for a good girl, and then when the time came, he took the opportunity to prove himself worthy, with good old romance. And remember, my brother, if the girl you're dating calls you cringe and leaves you for someone else, good. You dodged a bullet. Remember, most bad women want you to sleep with them. Why? Because then they've got you hooked. A good woman, yeah, she'll desire to sleep with you, but she will preserve her purity instead. Why? 3 reasons. Number 1, because she holds herself to a higher standard. Number 2, because she wants to see your true intentions. And number 3, she acknowledges that she is first a child of God, and that her body is God's property before it is yours. My brother, this is the virtuous woman you are looking for. And yes, she is extremely rare but not extinct either. And once you have both proven yourselves worthy and make a solemn vow before God to always love one another, then you take it to the bedroom and unleash your love for each other with physical intimacy and exhilarating lovemaking. This is how a real man operates his relationship with his girl. So crush the modern concepts of dating and get back to tradition. Crush the idea that there are no traditional girls left in the world. Yes, there may not be as many, but they are still out there waiting for a traditional man like you. And when you focus on tradition, the traditional women will start to reveal themselves. So stay on your path, follow Jesus Christ, and be patient for the right woman. Trust that God will lead you to her once He feels you are ready and can be trusted. If you want to join the Brotherhood, please hit the subscribe button and notifications bell. Remember, brother, you were built to beast.